So hi, Peter.
Hi.
You've got this amazing analog tube synthesizer, right?
That's a tube synthesizer, analog, of course. And
So do you want to just talk us through kind of the architecture of the instrument?
yeah,
slightly?
yeah, I can try. The architecture is actually quite basic. This is called Tiratron tube, so it's triggered as an oscillator, kind of a sawtooth. This one is just simply a drive for the next stages, and there's a thing which is called, I hope I'm not mistaken, Abraham Bloch Multivibrator, and that's this tube that works like a resonating body on a resonator body on an acoustic instrument. So the vibes go through the resonator, which is linked with a very simple filter, which is fixed. You don't have VCF here, and then it goes out via normal VCA. One thing, yeah.
So it is. So there's no kind of standard filter kind of architecture. It's just kind of you can. Is there any kind of filtering that you can adjust, or?
You sort of haven't got a dedicated VCF cutoff or what do you call it? What am I call it? Resonance and cutoff. It is there, but it's a little bit hidden in the animal itself. It's a little bit more organic. Yeah. So all that happens, but as you want to vary the sound, you have controls that control the coupling of the stages and the loads that the stages have and the impedances between them. So they either agree or disagree a little bit, and that way you get different sounds. And so it's all sort of mixed together. I can later show it how it works and what it does. It's got a quite classic VCA. That's there. That's a normal EF86 tube with DC signal as a control voltage on a grid. So that's there, but not VCF. That's F, but not VCF.
So what controls do we have on the front panel?
So we've got two things that are for triggering, because the oscillator is triggered. That means every note that I pronounce, and don't bend by don't play legato, but as pronounced with tonguing, it starts the oscillator, and the oscillator starts and stops. It's got some strange, quite nice transients on the beginning of the oscillations of the Tiratron. So I kept it and didn't have a sort of steady going oscillator all the time, just with an envelope from the VCA. It always starts, it always ends a note. So there are things happening at the beginning and end of each tone and of each note. So that's where it goes. This is it's kept just. That's just again. This is how you get it into self oscillations. Yeah. That's the self oscillations of the oscillator. So I keep it just under that threshold and trigger it with a pulse coming from like the MIDI, according to the pitch and pitch bend and all that stuff. So it's triggered. Then this is. You have to fix it. Then the control is this is the drive. I show it without the resonator. Not very interesting on itself, but with the resonator it does nice thing, because it does a little bit of wave shaping on the So again, everything interacts with everything, like in these three. So this is the like filter stage gain that blocks this signal before, or puts it more towards the filter, which is let's say in between this, and this is the drive of the final valve, or tube that does the VCA, and it's got quite a nice drive capacity. I'll put some normal sound on it. Normal. So you get with these drive things that are with the tubes, you can get some nice sort of brassy sounds with nice tonguing on it.
So instead of having the kind of regular like VCFs and stuff like that, you use the tubes as the sound shapers, essentially. As the sound shapers.
Yeah. What I say is I let the tubes do what they want and what they're good at. So they're good at sort of warmth of the sound, and they make nice drive, and they react nicely to whatever load you put on them. So I'll let them do it, and don't interfere much.
And in terms of controlling of the, like, is there like an envelope stage to control the VCA, or is that kind of derived from?
There is, because this is basically done for the wind controller. So
the instrument was built for a wind controller.
It was dedicated to it. Yeah, that's how it started. I wanted a real analog, a very electric sounding synth, not pretending anything, and reacting to everything that the wind controller can produce. And so after all, I had to build my own. So in terms of envelope, there's just AD envelope that I can add a little bit to the breath signal to get a nice sort of staccato. Yeah. So that's what it does, and it hasn't got ADSR envelope, just AD, very simple one that can be mixed in and can be multiplied by the velocity, because this produces velocity as well as a breath, the CC2. So
so you've also got a kind of rack mount version over there, right? So
yeah, so that's the vintage case that I want to put in any vintage case. That's my ambition. Bring me your vintage case. I put it in. I build it in. Somehow, this is a very standard, so a little bit boring looking. It's a quite a raw material. It's just before any finish, and it's the DIY kit put together. Yeah.
So the product, the synthesizer, will be available as a DIY kit.
As a DIY kit.
But you would also build it yourself as well.
Build it myself as well, or build it in a custom case, custom shape, whatever. Yeah. And so this is the standard. So I'll show you that it does something not only with a wind controller. So I've got a sequencer here. I'm not such a great keyboard player, so. And what's nice on this kind of playing, I can sorry, I get the, yeah, sure, I can, in this way I can use the self oscillations of the oscillator, which are actually, as we started, we are here, yeah, and in this state of the oscillator, I'll switch it with the sequencer as well. So it, I think, does quite nice stuff like that. Yeah. I have to put it back in order so that. Right.
So is it available now for kind of DIY purchase, or?
It is.
Okay.
It's not immediate. Click and I will send you tomorrow. It's better that way that we contact each other. We communicate what kind of controls you're gonna use, in which way, what you want the synthesizer to do.
So it's really a custom instrument.
Custom instrument, yeah. If you want it for keyboard, let's dedicate it more for keyboard playing, so that you get some feeling. If you want it for some other type of controller, so a little bit of communication, and don't worry, I'm not a I'm just a normal person who likes synthesizers. So yeah, it's nice to communicate before we make something, and it does take let's say 2 weeks, month to build it and tune the circuits so that gives you some satisfaction.
Yeah. So where can people contact you?
So we best thing is if you contact. What a great pity you can't pronounce the instrument's name, but it's at CHRT at CHRT.org. CHRTsynth.org is the place to start thinking about it, or just go there, read it, listen a bit to some demos. They are not that great, but and we can start it, go from there, definitely.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Peter, for talking to us.
It was a pleasure, and I hope understandable.